So we are thrilled to have the director of My Favorite War with us today to talk a little bit about this very unique movie. So if you can introduce yourself and tell us how the movie came about for you.
Hello, it's so nice to meet you. So my name is Ilze Burkovska Jacobsen. I'm a Latvian Norwegian film director. I have a documentary background and I have made my first animation feature film. And the main question mainly before all the screenings always is, why did you choose animation for your film? Because it is documentary. Everything you will see in this film has happened. The one reason is there are no archives of the military objects from the Soviet Union time in Latvia, from the place where I grew up. And the second thing is there are no archives either of that feeling of grayness and suppression and fear and stiffness in my body from that time either. So that's the main reason why I had to make animation.
Yes, and what a brilliant platform and a brilliant genre, really, to appeal to people of all ages as well. And for you then, that must have been a very different way of working. Or did you apply some of what you already knew from documentary making? So how did you balance the sort of newness of working in animation with the tried and tested way of making documentaries normally?
Yes, I really worked too much as a documentary maker in this sense that I still edited the film until the bitter end, because of course the normal documentary is made with sketches and then storyboarding and then animatic and then rough cut. But I did all that, but still anyway I did editing as in a documentary film I'm used to make, and that's why it took also a bit longer time. But that was the plan, to combine the archives, the live footage, and the plan from the very beginning was to have biggest part of the film in animation.
And what would you say is the message that you want to get across in the film? Lots of historical and educational things, of course, but is there like a universal message that you would like audiences to take away?
Yes, it is. It's not the film only about past. The one thing is we have to appreciate democracy, which we have, because I want to show you how bad people can feel if they don't have democracy. Because I grew up in the authoritarian regime, and my call is, please appreciate the freedoms you have today and think again in which way some people are trying to take away our choices today. So that's the main message, of course. And then there is, of course, always difficult to explain that I'm making a film with a provocative title, My Favorite War, and insisting that this is a pacifistic film.
Yeah. Yeah.
with a anti-war message. That's also a part of the film, that wars destroy people.
And then is animation something then that you would like to do more of? And have you an idea for another film coming up that you would love to work on and use animation as the style?
Yes, it is. It's a very it's a too fantastic world to live. So I do have plans for both animated documentary, which will be short documentary. My next film, I think I will complete it next year. And then I'm planning a feature film for kids, more in complete fiction. And because I'm very concerned about the and the ecological state of planet. So I want to go to the cosmos and look look at our planet from the even bigger perspective.
Fantastic. Well, that is brilliant to know. We can look forward to those. And with My Favorite War, then, has the reaction been varied across the audiences that have seen it so far? Has it been screened in cinemas, or has it been on this online platform because of the last few months and the situation that we're all in?
It is, of course, the situation has been particularly different in Norway, in my other home country, because of the corona situation. In Latvia, it has been very well received in cinemas, and people are still going and watching it despite the situation. But in the festivals around the world, it's also I'm very overwhelmed over the reactions across the globe. We received a special mention prize in Korea yesterday, and the reviews from the different magazines, they are just very to the point, and I'm very happy that the message I wanted to deliver to people is received. So I'm really happy with the reception of the film. Yes.
Well, congratulations, and the message of the film is so important, and people of all ages and all backgrounds and walks of life can relate to it. So I know that audiences will really enjoy it, and it is a very uniquely made film and from a wonderful perspective as well, of course. And we are thrilled to have it at Cinemagic, and we really wish you all the best with it, whether it's screened in cinemas or online. And we would absolutely love to welcome you back to Cinemagic in the future. And we feel it's really important to make films that are inspired by youth stories, and also films, of course, for young audiences. And film is such a wonderful platform to get the messages across that filmmakers like yourselves are making. So thank you so much for your time today, and it was great to get an insight to My Favorite War.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So here I lived, with my grandpa, with my mom, and with my dad on my very own little green planet. I was growing up in the self-proclaimed happiest country on earth, where all the choices had been made for me.
To live, to learn, to fight.
We were being prepared for the war that just wouldn't begin.
Peace is the most important thing in the world.
You see, they teach us how to shoot, so that we kill people. I don't want to be a killer.
We are in a cold war. We have to produce weapons to remain strong. That is the reason your mothers are standing in lines for butter. And what did you expect?
The cook is leaving with our lunch again.
The equal society turned out not to be equal for everyone, but we had to keep quiet about it.
Ilze, who do you want to become? A tomato, red all the way through? Or a radish, red only on the outside?
Does this mean that we're finally allowed to say what we think?
We have to make a protest.
I am a human being. I am a girl, and I want to be alive. I want to love.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.